Hello peoples of the Instagram. I don't have a regular tutorial for you today, but I do come at you with a great idea. Ta-da! This is the town of Alessandra. Obviously, you're not going to make the town of Alessandra. You're going to make the town of, insert your child's name here. How this idea, my recommendation you start is go out with your child for a walk. As you're going out for a walk, point out, what's that? Those are shingles. What's that? That's a condominium. That's a house. That's a triplex. That's a duplex. That's a semi-detached. So you kind of get them to understand a whole different other language. Even if they're two and you don't think that they're going to repeat that word or they're not interested, just the process of listening to this helps them. So you're going to go out, you're going to do that. You're going to come back with all this information. Now, if you want to write it down and extend the walk a little bit longer, great. If you don't want to write it down, you don't have to do that. You as the parent already have all this information in your head. Have them sit down and write out what the blueprint of their city is going to look like. So you know that you have a carton like this and you're like, hey, that kind of looks like a triplex. So maybe we'll make the flow bottle a triplex. You know, you have maybe something that's wider like this and you're like, all right, we're going to make that Cheerios box the house. So you start off like this. Now you're incorporating writing, but you're also doing, like I said, the blueprint, the planning part of it. Then you could start drawing out what you think you want these houses to look like. This is the creative process. It doesn't necessarily have to look the same, but it's just getting them to think like an architect. After you've created what your house is going to look like and you've done your blueprints and you color it in, you can even extend this project like that and color it in. You're going to start to collect your materials. Once you've collected all your materials, you could paint this or you could wrap this, whatever you like. You can also start to create, let's say, small designs like the shingles, right? Remember, we went out, we heard that word shingles. You get into the idea of doing, all right, chimneys, and what comes out of chimneys? Smoke. Okay, what could we use as smoke? You could use paper, you could use cotton. It gets them to start to think creatively. It gets them to start thinking, as this is not a craft with an end result that has to look like this. This is a craft that once we create, it could look like anything. It's process art, which is something that's near and dear to my heart. Once you've created all your cities, you could use, we have a piece of plywood that we've covered with paper. If you don't have plywood, that's fine. You can put it, just kind of leave them loose and it'll be great because then you can just change them up as they play. But they can use these if you have dolls or Barbie dolls or just to create the craft itself. Once you've done the blueprints and you've done the painting and you've done the constructing and you did the pom-poms and the doorbell and the numbers and the signs and everything, and you've built the fences, right? Because you got to divide fences from your neighbors. I'm sure that if your kids have backyards, you see that there's fences. Then what you'll do is you'll create the rules of your town. So it's getting your kids to understand that there's laws and rules and regulations in schools and home and in the world that we live in. So what would the laws be in your town? Well, maybe you only wear pajamas on Tuesdays, right? So get your kids to start thinking about that and write that down. Once you've done the laws, maybe put on some music and think, what would the national anthem be of my town, right? And then from there, you'll start to get some ideas. Or if your kid is a little bit older, this is totally a project that they could facilitate on their own. Also, I have to share something with you. Because we grew up in an Italian neighborhood and because we are Italian, I had to do this. If you could see, it's a clothesline where you hang up your clothes. I'm sure every nonna has one of these in their backyard. Anyways, I had a lot of fun with this. I also found, this is how I'm going to build my fences. Do you know what that is? Those are the caps from our other project. I found what to do with them. Or maybe I might make a necklace out of them. I'm not sure. But this is where I used half the caps for. This is a fence. I had so much fun doing this. This really took my mind off a lot of stuff. I put some music on and I crafted and I created and I built for about an hour every day, which is nice, which is something out of my normal routine. Also, for all those people that have hoarded toilet paper, guess what? Now we found another thing that you could do with your toilet paper holders. Have fun with this city. enjoy it. Maybe, you know, you make your own city too with your kids, right? Everybody makes a house in your family, so it kind of gets you guys engaged as well. Crafts are not just for kids. Enjoy these crafts and do them with your children if you have time. All right, friends, have fun with this. Be safe, and we'll see you soon.